All right, guys, look who's here. 102.7. It's Kiss FM. Charlie Puth.
Smelling fresh. Wow.
I just applied some eucalyptus.
Okay.
Spray. Spray everywhere. I just bathe in it.
Are herbs your aroma? Is that what you like to do, herbal aroma?
I do. You know, I learned something the other day that when you put the oil on your feet, it goes to your bloodstream, and like peppermint oil on your feet will open up your nasal cavity.
It's absorbed. Well, you know that when you get reflexology, where they press your feet like a massage, that opens up other parts of your body all over.
Well, that sounds very exciting.
It is.
Well, I knew that when I was pregnant. I couldn't get like massages. I couldn't touch my feet because I can go into labor.
Oh,
at certain points.
It's like a prenatal thing.
Wow. You think you're fine?
You think you're fine? Well, I had no idea that your body could be that open.
Yeah.
Charlie, this is a new you. This is the most personal side of a conversation I've heard from you. Listen to this hit. Listen to this hit. Left and right, guys.
I was very nervous about that not working on radio.
Oh,
Why?
It works.
It's so catchy.
Well,
I love it.
one if I'm not even joking. The night it came out, I thought, what if someone has a broken speaker in their car?
Because you're phasing it, right?
Yeah. Well, it pans from the immediate left to the immediate right. So what if somebody has the right side broken, they're going to hear half the song.
Now,
and
why
that
is
was a
it
legitimate
that
thought.
it doesn't pan in my headphones.
It doesn't? Oh, you must be getting a mono signal.
No, it does pan. I hear it in my
I
head.
do. I hear it in my car.
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
I heard it
asked
just
you.
now.
I was like, how do you do that?
Let me go to our engineer. Are you telling me that I have not been getting the full experience of Left and Right by Charlie Puth and Jung Kook? Have you? Did you? What are you monoing me over here for? I should be stereo.
You've been getting mono mixes for years, apparently.
Yeah. I had no idea. You're a sabotager.
Okay, here we go.
Are yours in stereo, Tubbs?
No.
Oh, all right. Well, at least you're mono as well. Yeah, in my car, it goes back and forth. I noticed that.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, so I wanted it to feel like
you're in your head,
like you're in, like I'm in singing from the very like my brain is a room, and I can feel this person, their memory over in the left corner and the
I
the right
love
corner.
that.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
So the upside of your brain is creativity.
Yeah.
Is there a downside to all of it?
It's like a bunny slope, a slight down decline, but a long decline. Like 2 miles of decline. Controlled decline, easy decline.
French fry, French fry, French fry.
Yeah, but when I made this album, I had to, with the pandemic being kind of forced to be by myself to make an album. I handled the production on the entire album. It was actually a blessing and a curse because I had to have a lot of conversations with myself. I actually almost called the album Conversations with Myself because that's how I wrote all these songs. Just addressing things that I've never spoken about in my life and putting little melodies and cute beats to them.
So, well, let me play another clip from
Another
Charlie
cute
Puth's
beat.
new album.
I always make Tanya smile. That makes me
I
happy.
love you so much.
It doesn't take much. But
Is she blinking? Is she blinking? Because that's a big sign.
Yeah.
She is. It's like a
Wow.
windshield wiper right now.
We've heard Light Switch. Let me play That's Hilarious here. This is Charlie Puth.
Nice and
I
happy.
like this song. I have to tell you, Charlie, the word lyric hilarious and delirious and serious. I mean, it's amazing how well it works. I don't know if I've ever heard the word hilarious in a song.
I hadn't either, and what's being sung is it's some pretty heavy stuff, Ryan. And
It's not so funny.
It's not so funny, but
No.
I think it's all of these songs, especially that one, which is track 1 on the album, are very aligned with my personality, and I guess I don't really take myself too seriously, and I just kind of like to see the lighter side of things, no matter how heavy the situation. But that was a rough time.
Was it?
It was definitely a rough time, but it's what am I gonna do? Lament about something, being over 2 broken relationships at one point, just ending and being over. What am I gonna do? Be sad constantly? I might as well just laugh about it.
Well, no, but I mean, I have my days. You know what I mean?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, I have my
Hopefully other people can see the lighter side of things too. Even the heaviest of situations.
But the words "That's hilarious" are also "F you." I mean, that's the same.
Yeah,
those
that
are the same
actually,
words.
yeah.
You're right. You're right about
Like when
that.
I say that's hilarious, I'm basically saying F you.
It's a bit. There's a bit of sarcasm laced throughout the album, especially in that song, and there's almost a bit of humor, like especially in that song as well, throughout the whole album.
So Charlie Puth is with us. We are going to come back in just 1 second here. Tubbs going to put me in a stereo and continue here with Charlie
Fix your
Puth.
mix.
I don't know where I saw it first, but we must talk about some of the imagery associated with this album in the playground.
He wants
Charlie
to talk
Puth.
about the swing.
Yeah.
Back to the swing.
We're into it.
Yeah.
It's coming back.
I remember that.
Coming back. Charlie Puth and Jungkook, left and right. Turn up your speakers and listen. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Kiss FM. The fact that you thought that wasn't going to catch, that's a great song.
Thank you. I like the song. I was just,
worried.
It's literally my anxiousness and neuroses is the reason why I started my TikTok page, because I had left a couple key people at my prior record label who I used to run everything by and make sure that, like, oh, is this song good? Do I get the seal of approval? Do I get the green light to continue to make music? But I didn't have them anymore, and I turned to the internet to ensure that I was still doing a good job. That's why I really meant it when I said, what if there was a song that started off with boop, 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 and I was asking everybody if that was okay. Now I'm
you're engaged. I mean, now you're
engaged.
like, the whole thing was built. Charlie Puth with us here at KISS. Now you built this album through feedback in a way.
Yeah.
And sharing.
And not super detailed feedback, but one thing I lost in 2020 was the ability to perform in front of my fans. And that's when I made some of my best work. I made We Don't Talk Anymore when I got off stage. I made Attention when I was on tour. I get the energy from the real life peoples, and I go back to my hotel room or tour bus and make a song. I didn't have that, so I turned to TikTok to perform in a different way for my fans.
Can I just, as an aside, I'm listening to Charlie. I'm looking at Charlie. Who's closest to Charlie right now? Is that Tanya?
Probably me.
Yeah.
Okay, Sisney. Could you reach over and look on the tag of his shirt and tell me if it starts with a C, the name of the designer of that shirt?
Sure.
Grab my shirt.
Okay, just take a look at the designer name. Does it start with a C?
Yeah, it does.
Do you have that shirt?
I do.
I do. Imagine if you wore it.
Wait,
today?
did you get it in New York?
I did.
Yeah, we got it at the same place.
The problem with mine is it creeps up. It became like like the shirt's too short.
No, not at all.
That's
Fits
perfect.
Yeah, mine
on
got
Charlie.
short.
I got mine a little oversized, but I know exactly where you were when you got it.
Yeah,
I mean, I know exactly where you got. I know exactly your whereabouts.
I mean, if you look closely, it says it all over the shirt.
It's funny. No, I can't see it. I actually can't see it, but I'm going, I know. First of all, I'm like, wow, you look great. You sound great. I love the music. The shirt's on
And his
fire.
chain.
And I'm like, oh, I know I like that shirt.
Because I have a
like that
great
shirt
sense
so
of
much I bought it.
style. Ryan Seacrest, have a great sense of style.
I mean, you guys can be brothers.
Yes.
We have a similar haircut going
You
on,
do.
too.
You guys could be like brothers.
Same microphone. Yours is cooler.
We take over the show at this point.
All right, Charlie, let's get down to some of the imagery here. So Charlie Puth, his new album is out on Friday. Tickets to Charlie's one-night-only tour are on sale now at charlieputh.com. We love him as a family member here.
Yeah, I can't
We've known
wait
him a
for the
long time.
tour.
Thanks.
I know.
Thanks. I'm excited about it.
So I'm going to describe. Not many people have seen the photo of you in the wild on a wooden and rope swing
in Topanga Canyon.
Is that where it is? I'm trying to place it.
Oh, thank you for printing it out.
We printed it out.
In case I forgot what it looked like.
Yeah. Where were you for this?
I was in Topanga Canyon,
and while I
park.
No, not at a bit of a private area.
That's what I said. I'm like, this has to be a private residence. I don't think he showed up to like a school, like a
no, definitely
like a
not.
playground.
No, that would delay the album release a little bit.
Yeah, I think
some
so.
bad press around that. But while I was driving, I've never been to Topanga Canyon. It's a place in California for everyone listening, and there were all these signs that said, "Ignore the naked people. Watch out for the naked people. If you see a naked person, beep your horn." And I thought to myself, am I supposed to be naked? And I stripped down to the last bit of clothing that I had at the last shot, and it just felt very freeing.
So let me describe it
I
for
love
those who
it.
haven't seen it. We're going to post it, I'm sure, and you can look it up.
We're
But
gonna
he's,
post it. He's already posted.
Yeah, it's already out there.
Yeah.
He's totally naked, and he's holding on to 2 ropes on a wooden screen, and he's doing a rightward lean, camera right lean.
Yeah, a rightward lean to, I guess, accentuate one buttock.
Good for you.
But which is, I mean, look.
It's very artistic.
We have similar training methods from our history. I know, but I don't have the same results.
I don't know what I don't know what I was thinking that day. I just
So you're out there. Was this a photographer was taking the photo?
Yeah, a photographer took the photo. Sometimes
you were doing
I'm very inviting.
You were doing other shots, and then at the last minute, you're like, you know what? I saw all these signs. Let's just go for it.
I just stripped down in front of 20 members of my team, and I think my assistant had started working for me that hour. And
nice. Great introduction.
Great introduction.
Now, see,
I ran the other way.
That's what's so bizarre about the music industry. Like, he can get naked and say, here, hold on to my codpiece. And we can't even look at each other a certain way. You know what
I mean? It was very, very safe and respectful everywhere. I ran
But you're
off
naked on a swing. Like, even if we did that for our marketing thing, they would be like, oh, we're going to have to take it out in post.
Yeah, I don't know if iHeart would love that. But
iHeart's not an advocate of us naked on swings.
I love this for
advocate.
Charlie. Charlie is here. This is him. This is
Is
it.
Honestly, I just like messing with people. I'm like, why not? That is true. The honest truth. That's the non-media trained answer. I just get bored, and sometimes like, what about a bit of risqueness?
Well, what was the reaction to this worldwide?
Oh, chaos internally and externally.
I say you make this your holiday card and give it out to all your friends and family.
Yeah, everybody in my family loved that picture too.
I mean, we could be Charlie for Halloween.
That's all you, Ryan.
Just
I could be Charlie for Halloween.
Just be everyone in their birthday suit.
All right, listen, Charlie Puth is here. I want to play one more clip here before we let you roll. This
now I'm nervous. What clip is this?
Smells Like Me.
Oh, okay.
This is a good one.
Hey. Hey. Track 5. Track 5. You hear those high stills? Those are very high F sharps, and I had to really squeeze my private area to get up there.
That's why we played it right after the photo evidence of it. Now, Charlie, you have said it's cliche to say, but this is very personal, this album.
Is
that because you were kind of out of other things to do in a way?
You know, I was watching, yes, and I'll answer that question by setting it up as such. I watched my first interview with you, and it was 6 years ago, and I look at a 23 or however old I was, 24-year-old boy at that point, and I realized just how frightened and scared I was to be an artist, and no idea what I was doing, and a lot of mistakes would come on after that. And I had to really figure out who I was as an artist while I had this huge song, See You Again, happening. And there was no privacy at all. And after that, it was just about just get the hit song. Just get the hit song. If I even showed the old label album tracks, they'd be like, okay, as long as the album gets done, we really need to get more hits out, more hits out. It's classic music industry stuff.
It's just like the movies.
It absolutely, everything you see in the movies is real. And nothing terrible happened, but nobody had ever encouraged me to finish an entire full body of work and to really just put my feelings into. I mean, Tanya certainly did. She was like, when's the album coming? When are you going to put out a full body of work? But no one ever encouraged me to put my feelings into my music, and that's why it feels significant to say that this is the most personal work of mine.
You know, it's first of all, that's great personally for you and for your fans, and you know, the authenticity will prove to be very successful because that's what people want to connect to. But it's fascinating to me after all these years of being in this business to hear that the business is still the business I see in the movies.
Yeah, the business
it's still the same stuff that you see in the movies.
And shout out to your new label then.
Yeah. Well, my new it's complicated and very boring for On Air with Ryan Seacrest, but it's my original label, but I was signed through an imprint before, but now it's the original. Blah, whatever.
But listen,
it's all the same.
It's all sounding good. Your first appearance with us, they tell me, was July 24th, 2015.
My goodness.
I remember you came with your sister.
My
Yeah,
goodness.
she's still here. She's here
Yeah,
today.
she's in the enthused.
She's over it. She's way over you.
No.
Like 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. That was 7 years ago.
Wow.
That's
So
fast math.
crazy.
7 years ago, I met Tanya.
Yeah.
Consistently.
So you're over 30?
I'm 30.
You're 30. You look still the same.
I know.
Like,
Well,
you
I
look
mean,
the
I look
same.
like you.
Thank
I'm
Thank
wearing
you.
your shirt.
I will take that. I just need a C around my neck like he has.
Yeah.
It's
I
cool.
need an R around my
Yeah.
neck.
Jen
I
Meyer,
can't
I
wear
like this.
letter jewelry like that, Charlie, and look normal.
No,
Not me.
Well, what you don't see, I don't know if you can see the actual full
Butterfly
name.
tattoo?
There's no butterfly tattoo. I'm wearing a full necklace that says, "Oh, this says it right
Oh, it
there."
says
right
Charlie?
there.
Charlie, very narcissistic these days.
Hey, it's Charlie.
Yeah.
And the designer starts with a C.
I'm honestly thinking about dropping my last name for
should.
my
Be
artist
Charlie?
project.
I
Just
did.
Charlie. Yeah.
Well, listen, the album is called
did.
Charlie. It's
Yeah.
called Charlie. Thanks for coming, buddy. Great to see you.
Great to see you.
Yay.
Thank you,
Good
guys.
to see you, Charlie.